Right, so peeps, what have I been up to? Right, still undecided. Here comes my assistant. She's got a snazzy Christmas jumper on today because we've been having fun in our house. We have no central heating. It's freezing cold. We are all in jumpers and double layers for bed. Anyway, that's enough ranting and raving. So I've been keeping myself busy to try and keep warm. So what have I been up to? Right, so the Emaxx F350 big yellow. Right, I've been chopping and tucking and chopping and tucking on the suspension, so I finally got it. I just as a side note before we crack on with this video, I don't know if anybody's ever noticed. I don't know. I can't say I've ever noticed on the full width Traxxas Emaxx, but before I come to that, this is a standard Traxxas Emaxx A-arm. It's a double wishbone. There's one at the top, one at the bottom. They're slightly different because the bottom one has the shockers. There you go, that's the bottom one. That's the top one. The hub sits in pillar wall hub setup. Right, anyway, all I've done is chopped to there. So I've only shortened it, and I've shortened it by the exact same to the millimetre, top and bottom. So all the geometries are the same, all the angles are the same, I thought, and yet it does this. I don't know if I'm really sure I've seen it from there. Yes, the toe out is unbelievable. Now, I don't know if I've just never noticed it on the full-size monster truck because of the big wheels and stuff. And it's only because I put like narrow wheels on it that you're seeing it more. Because it does the same at the back as well. They turn in. Now, at the back is totally flipped replica of the front. So it was on full compression, towing in at the back and out at the front. So I just flipped the links to the front so it tows in the other way. But I mean, that's that is ridiculous. I wish I could get it to do that. You see now, 4-wheel steering. I think it's going to be in the battle of modification, acceptable losses. I think I'm going to have to deal with that. I'm not starting this again with a different chassis. I have had the Thunder Tiger Tomahawk chassis under this, which gives this exact track width. But they don't tow in like that. The wheels go straight up and down. But it's not a very robust chassis. Not so bad at 1/10 scale, but when you add in this sort of weight, I needed something a little bit more heavy duty. Now, at a later date, when I've got some money, I think a 1/8 buggy or a 1/8 rally car sort of chassis would be ideal for this. Something like, or something along the lines of the new Traxxas Raptor R or the Kyosho Tundra, but $500 to $600 just to cut it up. So I think this is going to be how it's going to stay. Now, these wheels, anybody who watches my channel long enough may know I have a 6th scale Mini Cooper. Now, these wheels will eventually be going on that. They're just, I have 14mm hexes on these hubs, and they've got like a little Allen key bolt to tighten them up, a little Allen bolt, and I can't find the wrench. It's like a 1/2mm wrench, so I can't get the hexes off, so it has to be 14mm wheels for the minute. So these are what it's going with. Anyway, this is all but done now. Now, this is the amount of flex it will have now that it's finished, but this is basically a box stock out of the showroom pickup truck. It's not, I don't know, would you say it's got a slight lift? Yeah, it's got a slight lift. Hang on, bear with me, pause a moment. Right, back again, this is to get rid of some stuff. Right, now, there's some trimming and tucking as far as mechanical fit and finish is concerned. All the drivetrain is in now. This is done underneath. I don't know if you've ever watched city workers or local government authority workers when they're picking up litter. They have these like grabbers to pick up the litter with. The long shaft, there's a claw at one end and a handle at the other. This is what they're made from. they've even come with a little cover for that. When I find that piece up, I can put some covers on there. So I'll paint it all black underneath, and so that's the underside. Oh, I've still got to fit a steering servo. Now I don't know what to do with that, because it sort of sits in the chassis there, and is either going to stick up or going to stick down. Not quite sure what to do with that. So I might try and find a little shorty steering servo. I'm going to have to trim these, because now that I've pulled the wheels, now I'm going to have to trim these little, because now that I've pulled the wheels in, they do almost touch that. So same with the back, that was never finished. So I've got some carbon fibre wrap. I don't know whether to make it look like a carbon fibre base or just paint it body coloured or black. See how it looks. I am undecided. Yeah, this is the setup. Now that it's upside down, I've made my own custom little links with some rod ends, aluminium rod ends off eBay. This is just aluminium tubing. There's some M3 threaded rod inside there. Dead simple. I've done this many times now. It's just a matter of getting them the right length, which is for me the hard part, because I'm not very good at measuring and shit. So right, so yeah, so I will be getting some. If I can get 12mm hexes on this, I've got some wheels to fit it. If I can't, then I've seen some online that look like Raptor wheels, so I may go with that. It's 30 quid, 30 British pounds. I didn't really want to spend, but hey, if it gets that finished. I have all the electronics for it. The motors are, if you can see that, the motors are in. I need to make some sort of luggage or junk, fake sort of stuff to scale stuff to sit on top of that so you don't see the motors. I may have to put a fan in, because the motors are totally encased at this point. The only gap is between the seats. Although you don't really see them in there, I just black out the windows. I'll put some tint on the windows and you'll never notice. Oh, actually, that's not a bad idea. Right, so that's that one. I've got all the electronics for it. It's just a matter of fitting the electronics and reconnecting all the wires for the dash, because the LEDs failed. When I took it out in the snow the other year, all the LEDs failed. So the dash lights up, but, well, it did, but it doesn't. I have some lights that I need to fit in there. They are much bigger than 5mm LEDs that were in it. So I get my mate to 3D print some covers to fit these new bulbs in, because I do need to make them a little bit longer, so they'll be more of a sort of shape. So that might look pretty cool. So that's that one up and running. This one, I might move my drink. If I spill my coffee, I'd be very, very upset. I was very sad by the lack of views on the build videos for this. I've usually my Tamiya videos get a lot of views, but this little puppy has gained no love. Yeah, so what have I done? It's now got a brushless motor in there, but it's a really crappy old track star that is knackered. But it's just powerful enough to bend the mount and skip the teeth on the gears. So yeah, I may have to do some work on that. Bracing for the front after I broke it. Extra bracing at the bottom. I made this myself. Quite proud of that. I have lots of aluminium knocking around, so I just copied the original and made it longer. What can I say? I put some extra screws in to the diff casing at the bottom, so it's held there. This piece is now held there. There's some screws through the other end of the diff case that fasten to the little panel that holds the steering servo saver. So it's fastened there. It's fastened, that screw there goes through into this red chassis. Then the screws into this from that. Oh, it's screwed everywhere. So as I am. But hopefully that is held. It's this rotational movement I need to resist. Oh, my phone's beeping even while I'm talking on the video. So yeah, hopefully I've solved that problem. I won't be doing any big jumping with this. I am putting a brushed. When I bought the back end for this, it came with a tuned brushed motor, so I may just put that in and it goes as fast as it goes. Now these are lunchbox tyres and GF2 heavy dump truck wheels, because they need to have hexes all round. Now weirdly they are a little smaller in diameter than Blackfoot wheels, but because they're a bit wider it gives it more of a monster truck look than it had before. I haven't glued the tyres yet. I was trying to decide if enough people watch this, tell me in the comments. They are technically orange. Do I leave them orange because it's near enough to the yellow wheels the Blackfoot comes with, or do I paint them yellow? I need to decide because I need to buy some paint. Now I've got some slight hex extenders on the back. They're 5mm hex extenders, but I need 10mm ones because you can't really tell in this video, but it is slightly narrower at the back than it is at the front. I don't know how that is. I think it's because these are TLO1B arms, or replicas of them, but the centre diff is actually wider, so it gives it a slightly wider track than TLO1 does, because TLO1 drive shafts didn't fit, so I have a set of those now that I know use. So that's that. That is pretty much done. There's some fit and finish, like I need to make an extra bit of trim to go down there so that that seam where the two halves overlap goes all the way at the bottom. I need to remake this mount because it's just that piece of aluminium at the front. One hit and that would just bend, so I need to work out something for that. I need to either paint the front arms grey or the rear arms black so that they match, but that's not going to happen now till the summer. I was hoping to get a run video for this, but it took that long to get it working. I've missed the summer. I've missed the warm weather. I don't want its first run to be in freezing temperatures, because if it's going to break, I would rather give it the best chance I can with flex in warm plastics rather than definitely breaking it in cold weather. Right, so what's my next little project? This little fella. Now, for those who don't know what this is the Taiyo 4x4 racing pickup, which is a very close cousin to the Tyco Bandit. It's the same body. So it's basically a 4-wheel drive Tyco Bandit. Now, this thing is so light. Now, I painted this when I was about 12. I've had this when they first came out in the 80s. I fitted clear lenses, so it had lights in it. So I don't know, I still have the original silver lenses that came in that, so I don't know whether to return it to original. The bumper's missing. I have it somewhere. It's broken off. It's somewhere in my loft. I will find it eventually, or I might ask my friend to 3D print me one. It was white and blue. I am giving this its original paintwork, which was a direct replica of the Tamiya King Cab, because not many people know, but Tyco and Taiyo were subsidiaries of Tamiya, which is why they get the licenses to do replicas of Tamiya. So anyway, so this is going to be my King Cab replica now, whether I go with the Taiyo racing pickup livery, which apart from a few words was exactly the same, or try to replicate King Cab with actual King Cab written on it. I haven't decided yet. Let me know in the comments. If I get 2 comments and it's 1 each, that doesn't help. But if I get 3 comments and it's 2 for one and 1 for the other, I'll do whichever one gets the most votes. Now the tyres on this are pretty good. They're getting they're a bit hard, but I don't know if that's because of age or they were like that already. I'm leaving it bone stock looking, so I'm not altering it mechanically. I'll just have to put modern electronics in it. So I don't know. It takes how many AAs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. It takes 8 AA batteries. So I may just upgrade that to take a little LiPo or something, or a little one of the batteries like the WPLs take, and use aftermarket electronics on it. But it's tyres are very not grippy. Oh, this bit's falling off it already. Oh dear. Oh, I'm losing bits. Anyway, let's keep an eye on them. Anyway, it's 40 minutes, so there we go, peeps. That is what I'm up to. Thanks for watching, and please, like most people say, most of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. Please subscribe. Please, 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 please. It helps. It really does help. I was surprised that so few people watched the 4x4 Blackfoot videos. But hey, there we go. Right, more soon. Thanks for watching, peeps. Bye.